This is WKYT This Morning.
Good morning. Welcome in. It is your Friday heading toward Super Bowl weekend. I'm Bill Bryant.
I'm Rebecca Smith. I'm pulling for the Broncos.
Yeah, and I've got Kentucky this weekend.
Oh, shocker.
Here we are. It is February 5th. We're delighted you're with us. It is 6:30 on WKYT, showing support for Lexington firefighters at a time where one of their own first responders is in the fight for his life.
City leaders are lowering the speed limits in downtown Lexington in a few months. We'll show you how slow they want you to go.
After back-to-back losses, the Kentucky Wildcats hoping to return to Rupp Arena, and they'll hope that things will turn around for them.
And we have the 20s outside, couple of teams involved as well. So we're talking about some very chilly conditions. But I tell you this, once the sun rises here in just about an hour, you're going to see a lot of sunshine. Beautiful day at 42. Great weekend. Next week it becomes very active with snow almost every single day. I'll have that coming up.
All right, we'll deal with next week. Thank you. Let's get to the news. And nearly a week later, and investigators still do not know what caused one of the worst fires in Lexington's history.
The Bluegrass stockyards and a few nearby businesses were just destroyed by Saturday's massive fire. As the city pays tribute to the firefighters who spent days on scene, they're trying to keep one firefighter in particular in mind. WKYT's Michelle Chamberlain is live to explain this for us. Good morning.
As we've told you all morning, today is Firefighter Appreciation Day. Mayor Jim Gray is asking you to wear your red to show your appreciation for the men and women who help our city every day. But today, one of Lexington's firefighters needs your help. Matt Logsdon is a 10-year veteran of the Lexington Fire Department. Earlier this week, he received sad news as he was diagnosed with stage 4 cancer in his liver, lungs, and bones. Logsdon will soon head to Chicago for treatment. His fellow firefighters and friends are now raising money to help him and his family pay for that treatment.
We spend a lot of time together, and I mean, it's so much of a brotherhood. We started doing this earlier today, and you know, a couple of the guys put it on Facebook and stuff, and using social media to get it out there.
After hearing about the news, firefighters in Chicago have offered to help drive Logsdon and his family around while he is being treated, and his friends have started a GoFundMe page that has raised nearly $11,000 so far this morning. If you would like to donate to that page, we have a link to that page on our website, WKYT.com. And what a better day to give than today on Firefighter Appreciation Day. Live in Lexington, Michelle Chamberlain, WKYT.
All right. Thank you so much, Michelle. We have new details this morning about a serious crash in Lexington. Happened late last night on Tates Creek Road near Alumni. Police say a driver tried to pass another car when he lost control and crashed into a gas line at Cottage Grove Drive. He was rushed to the hospital with critical injuries. The crash caused a small gas leak, but Columbia Gas was on scene overnight making repairs and said it really hasn't been problematic for people around there. Tates Creek Road did reopen around 4:30 this morning.
Friends of a man who was murdered at a Central Kentucky stockyard say he knew the man accused of killing him. State police say Shane Thomason of Lancaster was shot Monday at the Washington County Livestock Center. They have charged Eric Saylor, also of Lancaster, with murder. Thomason's friends say the two men knew each other for years and even lived on the same street. Police still have not laid out a motive for the murder. A Madison County man is facing 50 counts of sexual abuse involving a child. Berea police say David Corneliuson sexually abused a 12-year-old child who often he took to church. Police think the abuse has been going on for about 2 years. They are now trying to figure out if there are potentially more victims.
The Estill County Health Department says it's investigating a possible salmonella outbreak.
It's the talk of town. Everybody's talking about it.
Dozens of people have been reported sick in recent weeks. Officials say the viral sickness has sent at least 3 people to the hospital. The health department says it's working with the state to determine where the outbreak started. They say most cases last between 4 and 7 days. Robert Abner will be arraigned this afternoon. He's accused of robbing a Lexington gas station at Knife Point. Police charged him with robbery. They say he stole money from the Thorntons on Woodhill Drive early Monday morning.
We're going to be in court today, our news team, when 3 people accused of murdering a UK student ask a judge to lower their bonds. Roman Gonzalez, Justin Smith, and Efrain Diaz Jr. will make their case in court this morning. The 3 have been in jail since April of last year. Police say they shot and killed 22-year-old Jonathan Kruger during a robbery near Maxwell Street. The Herald-Leader reports that the accused will be asking for, quote, reasonable bonds in hopes of being released from jail before their trials begin. men. Sentencing is today for a man convicted in a deadly Lexington shooting. Tevin Wright was charged with murder and tampering with physical evidence. Police say he shot and killed Curtis Simmons back in 2013 outside Divas, a strip club on Russell Cave Road.
A Franklin County fugitive accused of burning his girlfriend on a stove is behind bars this morning. Gail Abrams is charged with assault and unlawful imprisonment. Investigators say he got into a fight with his girlfriend and pushed her into a stove, causing third-degree burns. She ran to a fire station for help and is now at UK hospital. Abrams turned himself in after police spent hours looking for him. They say he's been convicted of aggravated assault against his spouse twice before.
We are tracking the investigation this hour into an unusual theft in eastern Kentucky. State police say thieves stole more than 1,100 gallons of fuel from 2 sites in Harlan County. The Federal Aviation Administration operates one of those sites. The fuel was taken from its backup generator. Police think the thieves struck at night, filling up 55-gallon drums. That fuel, by the way, is worth about $4,000. Time this morning is 6:36 here on WKYT. Things are going to be slowing down a bit in downtown Lexington.
I guess so, for the safety of pedestrians.
Be a little more, more pedestrian friendly. That's the idea, anyway.
Well, the city has agreed to reduce the speed limit on more than a dozen streets downtown. Mark Barber is live to explain what this means for all of us drivers.
Good morning, Rebecca. The speed limits here on some of the busiest streets like Main Street, Broadway, and Vine, those are not changing. But according to our partners at the Herald Leader, more than a dozen other streets downtown will be dropping their speed limits from 35 miles per hour down to 25 miles per hour in just a couple months. Now, last night, the Urban County Council voted unanimously to reduce the speed limit because they want to make downtown more pedestrian friendly. The council started talking about reducing the speed limit after a number of pedestrians were hit by cars downtown in 2014. Many of the streets that are slowing their speed limits are lined with restaurants and shops. Just to name a few, 3rd Street, Upper, Limestone, and Jefferson are all knocking 10 miles off the speed limit, so this may affect your morning commute this spring. The city's decision to change the speed limit is also receiving a nod of approval from the University of Kentucky this morning. They have agreed to lower speed limits on University Drive as well as their other downtown streets. So how much will it cost the city to replace 158 street signs? Well, according to our partners at the Herald Leader, that comes with a price tag of about $6,000. Live in Lexington, Mark Barber, WKYT.
Well, former Kentucky Senator Georgia Davis Powers will be laid to rest today. A ceremony was held at the state capitol rotunda to honor Powers. She died Saturday at the age of 92. She was the first woman and African American elected to the state Senate. She was a trailblazer for civil rights. Her funeral is today at 11 at St. Stephen Church in Louisville.
Well, the Big Blue Nation hoping that a home game will rejuvenate the Kentucky Wildcats. UK will host the Florida Gators tomorrow. The Cats are coming off 2 tough losses, an overtime game at Kansas and a game at Tennessee where they squandered a 21-point lead. You can see Kentucky take on Florida. It'll be tomorrow afternoon at 4 right here on WKYT. And then stay with WKYT right after the game for Wildcat Wrap-Up. So a big weekend here with that big game tomorrow and, of course, the Super Bowl on Sunday.
And you say you're pulling for Kentucky.
Right. That's who I have this weekend.
And I'm pulling for the Broncos.
Easy enough.
Got some family out in Colorado, so, that's my link. But anyway.
So, upset a few Carolina fans and a few Florida fans out there.
I guess you have to have your reasons. Probably
pick your sides, right?
Let's get a check of traffic right now.
See what's going on. Officer Don out there with Deanne, I'm sure, somewhere about. And here's live drive traffic. Good morning.
Good morning. Well, no wrecks right now. Looks like we're okay on the circle. Friday morning's off to a really good start on Nicholasville Road coming in from Jessamine County. Also on Harrodsburg Road, I guess if you have to drive to work, at least it's a clear shot getting there. Looking at overall drive time picture this morning, as you can see, traffic's flowing okay on the interstate itself coming in from Scott County as well. Now, drive time's not affected by any collisions, so it should be okay on the way in this morning. No major delays. We are seeing one wreck pop up there, though, on the circle. It looks like near Richmond Road. Nicholasville, about 13 minutes. From Paris, about 19. And Winchester, about 22 minutes. And we'll take a look at that collision that's popping up on the circle around Richmond Road, give you an update on that in a few. Now back to you.
Yeah, we'll get an eye on that and also pass that along on social media if we find that it has any impact. Thank you. You can get the latest traffic and weather information anytime with the WKYT Weather Plus Traffic app. You can download that for free in the app or Google Play stores. Hey, good morning again. Great to have you with us on WKYT this morning on your Friday. A lot more ahead.
Yeah, stay with us.
Super Bowl halftime shows are known for their pop culture moments. I'm Jamie Yukas in San Francisco with how Coldplay is preparing.
We're kind of in this spot where we have clear skies. That's leaving us with very chilly conditions this morning. Average temperatures this afternoon and above average for the weekend. I'll show you a really good looking forecast until we hit next week. Coming up.
Now, your hour-by-hour forecast with meteorologist Micah Harris.
Well, we're hearing across the roadways that things look pretty good. So as you're traveling this morning, not seeing any issues. You will have to scrape that windshield early this morning for a little bit of that frost. Live sky camera there is your shot of 75 Winchester Road and peeking toward downtown. Pretty quiet start to the day. We're at 20 degrees though in Lexington. It's a chilly start. That's not even the coldest around town though. Look at Frankfort at 19 degrees, Georgetown, off toward Paris. Work your way southbound into Danville, Perryville, and maybe work your way into Harrodsburg in Mercer County. We're in the 20s. Monticello coming in at 17, and Adair and Russell County sitting there in the upper teens, lower 20s. Eastern zones, you guys, 20s too. Everybody very cold this morning. We get into your afternoon, you can get rid of that coat. Low 40s, sunny skies. It's going to be a beautiful day. Here in about 45 minutes to an hour, we'll start to see that sun rise. And once it does, you'll see sunshine all day long. Just a gorgeous day in store. And when you're in the lower 40s with sunny skies, it's actually a pretty good feel here in February. Going towards your weekend, add a few more clouds, but don't expect anything to fall out of those clouds. You got some plans this weekend? Stick to them. It'll look pretty good, and it'll be able to get the kids outside and enjoy those temperatures too, mid to upper 40s. Gotta love that. Then we get into next week. That's when things change big time. We're going to have at least a snow chance, not just multiple chances, but a snow chance every single day in my 7-day forecast, except for Friday off toward the weekend. I mean, you're talking about Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, we have a snow chance in the forecast. Not only that, but Arctic air just slides on in. Watch this, okay? This is Monday through Wednesday. So first 3 days of the work week, remember, widespread snow expected, continuous spotty snow on and off for 3 consecutive days, maybe taking off into the 4th consecutive day. But it's not a lot. There's very limited moisture, okay? So you're going to look at altogether 1 to about 3 inches of snow. That's the forecast as of right now. Obviously, we're still some days out. Things may change. But it's not a lot of snow in terms of, really piling up on the ground, but it's very widespread. Most of us will see snow Monday or Tuesday or Wednesday or Thursday. Friday and Saturday, we can finally call it quits there with the snow. We hope. We'll see how that turns out. But winter really fights back, guys, next week after a really nice few days here, Friday through your weekend. And not only that, but 19 degrees there for Wednesday. If you get snow on the ground, it's not really moving that much. We're going to have some problems, some issues. It's going to be a headache. Don't get me wrong, but at least we're not looking at piles of snow next week. Like Rebecca was saying earlier, at least it's just not 12, 13 inches of snow. Maybe
a foot at once.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I think it's more doable this time.
Right.
But
positive.
How did Punxsutawney Phil get it so wrong, huh?
Well, he gets it wrong almost every year. But it's fun. It's fun to do.
That 40-something success rate, isn't it?
Right.
Maybe it'll be just a week of this stuff and it'll be over. We'll see. All right, 6:46 is our time now.
So Super Bowl 50 predictions getting pretty wild at zoos across the country. At one zoo in Utah, an orangutan couldn't get enough of the Panthers.
Right, in Iowa, the big cats are sticking together, it looks like. Look at that. The big Blank Park Zoo's tiger Misha knocked over the Panthers box, her choice. And in Florida, the manatees at the Marine Laboratory down there have split on their picks. Buffet says the Broncos will get the win, but Hashimoto, the moat mate there, Hugh, is thinking that the Panthers will be walking away as the winners. So the animals have spoken.
And we have spoken. Moat mate. I'm not sure what that is, but...
Well, share the same moat, I guess.
Oh, that's so fun.
All right, fun times. And our time this morning is 6:47, bright and early on your Friday.
More news. Stay with us.
Coming up, a more contentious tone in the Democratic race as Bernie Sanders and Hillary Clinton clash in their first one-on-one debate. Plus, Norah O'Donnell talks with GOP candidate Jeb Bush and his mother, Barbara. More real news coming up on CBS This Morning, next.
Welcome back. It's 6:50 on your Friday morning. Well, a crash that sparked a gas leak in Lexington has a man fighting for his life this morning.
Right. It happened late last night on Tates Creek Road near Alumni Drive. Police say a driver tried to pass another car when he lost control and crashed into a gas line at Cottage Grove Drive. He was rushed to the hospital with critical injuries. Columbia Gas worked all night. They were finally able to repair a leak that was caused by the crash.
Lexington Mayor Jim Gray is asking that we all wear red today to show support for the Lexington Fire Department. More than 100 firefighters were called out to Saturday's historic fire at the Bluegrass Stockyards. Investigators are still trying to figure out the cause of that fire. This morning, firefighters also rallying around one of their own. Matt Logsdon, a 10-year veteran of the department, has been diagnosed with stage 4 cancer in his liver, lungs, and bones. A GoFundMe page for his family has raised more than $11,000 in less than a day.
Well, you'll soon have to drive a little slower on many streets in downtown Lexington. According to our news partners at the Herald Leader this morning, the Urban County Council has approved dropping the speed limit on some streets from 35 miles per hour down to 25. Parts of Upper, Limestone, and High Streets are among those affected. The city says it hopes the lower speed limit will make the streets safer for pedestrians. Presidential candidates embark on a weekend push to try to win over the voters ahead of Tuesday's New Hampshire primary. Last night, Democrats Hillary Clinton and Bernie Sanders faced off in their first one-on-one debate. They tackled foreign policy and progressive values. And over on the Republican side, Donald Trump appears to be easing up some now on rival Ted Cruz, just a day after accusing the Texas senator of stealing the Iowa caucuses. The state of Florida is ramping up efforts to combat the Zika virus. Governor Rick Scott has declared a health emergency in 5 counties now, and he is asking the CDC to rush in test kits for the region. At least 12 cases of the mosquito-borne virus have been detected in the Sunshine State. Zika has been linked to a rare birth defect in babies.
The Super Bowl halftime show is always one of the biggest pop culture events of the year. Coldplay is this year's headline act. Jamie Yuccas attended their press conference ahead of the big show.
The British band Coldplay was confident and funny at their Super Bowl 50 halftime news conference.
We don't do press conferences that often, so please forgive us if we aren't that good.
Frontman Chris Martin has been practicing this week. This is carpool karaoke on the Late Late Show with James Corden. Corden's dad showed off his saxophone skills Thursday and asked to join the band on stage at the game. At the NFL shop, we caught up with fans who are very excited about the entertainment.
I think a lot of people don't even watch the game so much. It's about the commercials and the halftime show.
The band said Beyonce will perform, but would not confirm any other surprise guests. Lady Gaga will sing the national anthem.
What do you think she's going to wear?
Who knows? She is always just a surprise at what she's going to wear.
And while everyone knows Coldplay's music, no one seems to know the other band members.
What do you know about John, Will, and Guy?
I don't know who those are.
Okay, Guy, Will, and John, how much does it drive you crazy that Chris gets all the attention? And along those lines, Chris, could I have a hug?
A little stunned, but not shy, Martin did in fact give this very excited reporter a hug as he walked out. Jamie Yuccas, CBS News, San Francisco.
I think he's single now, too. Coldplay said they will play all their number ones and then work out how to fill the other 10 minutes. When asked what team they want to win, Martin said he will be rooting for the Denver Panthers.
Well, it's a pretty good answer, I guess, if you want to split the middle. Time this morning is 6:54. You will find the latest all day and all weekend long at WKYT.com. Keeping right on top of that situation out on Tates Creek Road, which reopened at Alumni after a driver hit a tree and a gas line. We're trying to get some more information about how the driver's doing this morning. And also trending, WKYT investigates whether a situation like the water problems up in Flint, Michigan could happen here in Kentucky. Check out the story as we look at the steps that are taken to keep our water supply safe. A lot of you clicking on our story about a Lexington man who says his dog was unfairly taken from him by the very organization that he had adopted it from. Very interesting story there this morning. Also, we have a follow-up as the IRS says it has resolved its computer problems and is once again accepting electronic filings. The IRS commissioner says it turns out it was a hardware problem that caused all the trouble. The Kentucky women lost on the road down in South Carolina last night. A tough tough one. The Lady Gamecocks won it 78-68. The Kentucky men hoping for a big win tomorrow when they come home to face Florida at Rupp Arena. Kentucky.com reports on those speed limit changes around downtown Lexington. Several streets will get new signs with a 25-mile-an-hour limit down from 35. Also, you can stop by and thank Lexington firefighters, or you can wear red, or support them by using the hashtag #LoveLexFire to tweet your appreciation to them today. It has been declared Firefighter Appreciation Day in Lexington by the mayor. Lots of reports on the Super Bowl coming up ahead of the weekend's big game on CBS this morning. They'll also have the latest from the campaign trail and your eye opener, plus our local updates. Hey, join us on Facebook or Twitter or Instagram, and for the latest news anytime, WKYT.com.
Yeah, we're looking across town. Things look very, very nice, except for one spot. It's going to be Alumni Drive in between Man o' War and also News Circle. So Alumni Drive between Man o' War and News Circle heads up, and that location near Mount Tabor, that intersection. So just keep that in mind as you're traveling this morning. Let's check out, see what we're going to be doing the next few days. Nice finish to the work week. You're talking 40s and sunny skies. Beautiful, beautiful day. Then we head towards your weekend, add a few more clouds, but don't expect anything to fall out of those clouds. So today through your weekend looks dry. We're talking mid to upper 40s there for the weekend. Then, guys, we look toward next week. The snow will arrive. We have a snow chance in the forecast virtually every single day in your 7-day forecast next week.
That's next week, right?
Next week.
Yeah, something.
Nobody is more up to date than you to start your day. Thank you for being with WKYT.
Have a great weekend.